Alright, what's going on YouTube? Hope you guys are having a good day. Pretty shitty day today, but I don't know. We'll see what next week has for us to come next. But yeah, let me review the session today. I'm gonna show you guys the 2 trades I took. It was the same amount of trades I took yesterday, so yeah, and I lost on both of them, I'm gonna be honest, but got enough discipline to tell myself when to stop. I don't overtrade. I think I've gotten over that part in my trading journey already, so hopefully we don't get back there anytime soon, huh? You guys know how bad that shit is. But yeah, alright. So let me take you guys to the opening of today. So we opened today, and as you guys are familiar, or should be familiar with it now, I trade the opening range gap. Holy shit. Trade the opening range gap. And it was a really small opening range gap, so I didn't really bother using it today. As you can see here, this measures at about 30 handles. Very small. We don't like that. So, I didn't measure it. Moving on to electronic hours now, just to get that out the way. Go back to 9:30. So yeah, come back to 9:30. We had minor sell side liquidity in the morning. We wiped that. Now today could have been a profitable trade. I'm not even like trying to lie or anything here, but I woke up late. I'll keep it plain and simple. I woke up late, and I know I would have taken this, or I would have at least looked at it and been like, yeah, I might buy this. You know, I would have formulated something on it. But the reason why I know I would have bought it, which doesn't fucking matter, but like we're still gonna go over it and what my thought process was, but what my thought process would be if I were to buy this market. So we're up and down, come here, may have bought here, probably got stopped out at break even, would have been like, alright, sure, come back here, I wouldn't have taken this, but here I would have definitely taken, because it displaced in the middle of the first presentation. And I seen it on here as well. We had an order block here, so I would place my stop here, or I could have placed my stop here at the low of this fair value gap. That's where I would have taken it, and my exit would have been targeting the minor buy side liquidity right here. So I would have targeted this, and I would have gotten out a little early. That wasn't the full run, but that's genuinely what I like to target. It was only 29 handles. I probably would have targeted here if I'm being completely honest. This is where I would have targeted, or maybe here. Point is, I would have bought here if I was awake, but I woke up 4 minutes late to the market. All it takes is 4 minutes to miss a fucking move, but we keep it pushing. We move on. We don't get stuck on the losses, guys, or we try our best not to. So we came up in here, we took minor buy side liquidity here. After we did that, we could, yo, did I just learn something new? Oh, that's pretty sick. You touch the scroll wheel, you can delete shit on the fly, bro. I don't have to do this. Oh, I could just click my scroll wheel. I never knew that, bro. That's pretty tight. Okay, so we took minor buy side liquidity here, and we displaced right here. I had a feeling this wasn't gonna hold, so I didn't take it, but it did for a little bit. We could have targeted a quick scalp right here. I think this made like 42 handles at the time. Yeah, like 43 right here. So we moved down here. We would have exited. We probably would have got stopped out after trailing our stop, but I didn't take that one. I ended up taking a. Did I sell here? Yeah. So I sold here, and I'm sure that was off the 15-second chart. There we go. So I sold here. Damn, that looks like a really bad play by me. I sold here, and I ended up getting out all the way up here. Right there. I don't really know what I formulated this trade off of. Let me actually look at it and see what I try to do here. So this says OB, which means this is an order block somewhere. It's the 15-second. Yeah, it's the 15-second chart. Order block here. So, oh, I got you. Okay. I was expecting price to respect this level here. That's an order block. That doesn't even look right, bro. This was a sell. That doesn't even make sense. But I don't know. I guess that was a stupid trade. You see, I gotta do some more review on this later on tonight. But my second trade here, now this one was a little sad because I got in here and I was correct overall in the direction, but here, look, I got in all the way up here. Price, I placed my stop right here at the high of this order block. Even if I placed it at the low, it wouldn't have mattered, but I placed it at the high, and we came here and we went up for a little bit, then we straight came back down, and I got stopped out here, right here, and I believe it was only like a couple handles. Yeah, like 2 handles, bro. 2 handles right here. I got stopped out. Price went fucking soaring right after it stopped me out, bro. So yeah, I mean, my kind of strategy and my model with entries and my stop placements, I go for really accurate, like precision entries and shit like that. And sometimes it comes at a cost, you know. I ended up looking at it later on and realized I could have had a much cleaner stop down here. I also learned a lesson from this. It's like you place your stops typically on PD arrays, right? So for example, let's see if I can find a fair value gap. If I were to enter right here, I would place my stop here by default, the low of this fair value gap, because we don't even want to trade it past consequent encroachment, which is the middle of the fair value gap. So I would trade it, I would entry at the high, exit at the low, put the stop at the low, right? But I realized I gotta find the perfect places to place the stops. Not the perfect places, just there's better stops there that I can find and that I can identify if I look for them, and not just go with the first thing my eye turns to. So I went onto the 15-second chart and I came down here and I was analyzing, why did price decide to stop here in particular? Exactly right here. And check it out. So we have this fair value gap and we have this small fair value gap here, super small, and we respected it. Price didn't trade back here. I could have placed my stop here, right under this fair value gap where it got respected, or you could have entered here, straight fire up, catch this move, barely miss, boom, fly up. So yeah, that's a important lesson I learned today, to find the perfect places to place your stops at, and there's always a more efficient place to put your stop at if you find, or if you look for it, you know. But yeah, I ended up missing this out. This was my target originally, so I wanted to get in here, and then my target was this up here. But I had told myself that if I wasn't going, or if price was going to run through here, I was going to take out the take profit and let it run a little bit to create a new high, and let it run like as it was creating new highs, and it created like a crazy range up here. Like we could have caught all of that, but I'm glad I stayed towards my rules. I didn't try to enter again. I didn't try to revenge trade. I just let it be, and you're not always gonna catch the moves. If you can always catch the moves, you're gonna be a fucking, I don't know, you're gonna get pulled up on by the FBI or some shit. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys have a good day. Yeah, stay blessed.